Now, I don't know how to start this. Yesterday was anxiety on my hero. Today, I'm just kind of excited. I hope we get some good information. For YouTube people, I probably cut in somewhere behind here. Come over to the Twitch. Link is in the description. Last week's video was like 40 something minutes. It was the reaction, a little bit of talking. We were here for 3 hours. Cut out. We talked. We went back to the Floor of Death. We read like 2 chapters. We had a long discussion about the princesses and all that stuff back then, and Gastang and Jihad and Arlen and V and this and that and that. We talked about any and everything that you can talk about. Here for hours. So head over there if you want to be a part of those discussions. I think 2 weeks ago when I did the double chapter, I just uploaded the whole stream because I didn't feel like cutting anything out. That's not gonna happen too many other times. But head over there if you want to hear some cool conversations. So it's always there. It's just down there. Just click it. It's right there. VOD will be right there. All right. I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting. Full screen is bad boy. 164. Let's get in. Gastang's Library 2. And Jihad. Ooh. The child born to you and Blossom. She was the... Hold on. No. Maybe. Okay. Thank you, Enryu. All right. And Jihad. The child born to you and Blossom. She was the most gifted of all of Jihad's princesses. Okay? But sadly, she couldn't control herself. So she was sealed away by Jihad. Is this Traumaray talking? What she discovered wasn't one of Jihad's secrets. It was merely part of the past that didn't need to be brought up. What she discovered wasn't one of Jihad's secrets. It was merely part of the past that didn't need to be brought up. I understand how you feel, but Jihad has already been punished for that whole incident. And we hurt each other enough after that. It took us a long time to realize something. Hold on. The fact that Traumaray had memories devoured. Right? Didn't have memories devoured. That text seems mighty small, doesn't it? Whoa, that's super tiny. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to break immersion. That's way too small. I'm gonna fix it really fast. But, okay, so she didn't find out a secret. But it's just merely something. It's merely something that we don't talk about. What? See, Traumaray be pissing me off. He's making me mad, man. It's like, what the hell what are you talking about? I don't know if I keep reading, I'll get more answers, but hold on. Obviously, Anne needed to learn how to stay out of grown folks' business. You brought me back with that one. This way. I'll shuffle this way. It's over my face. I just have to figure out a place to put the chat. That's it. I don't know. Figure out somewhere. I don't care if it's covering my face, if I'm being honest. Whatever. Okay, so she was born. She couldn't control herself, so she was sealed away by Jihad. What she discovered wasn't one of Jihad's secrets. It was merely part of the past that didn't need to be brought up. I understand how you feel, but Jihad he has already been punished for that whole incident. So essentially, this is essentially what happened was something in the past happened, right? No, hold on, time out. Now, whenever Traumare says, Jihad's already been punished for that and we hurt each other enough after that, is Traumare talking about the incident that Anne discovered, or is he talking about the Anne incident? Because how I'm thinking depends on that. Is it about the Anne incident, or is it about whatever she found? Because if it's about the Anne incident, let me keep reading. It took us a long time to realize something. The only thing we need to worry about is maintaining our relationship. Then we decide to draw a line between us and everyone else. All other creatures in this world are insignificant little insects. So there's no need to involve ourselves in their affairs. If we just maintain our relationship, there won't be any ruptures in the tower, or so we thought. You agreed to that, didn't you? Yeah, I guess I did. Honestly, if you just let things slide, everything is usually okay. But whenever a bunch of friends get together, there's always that one person in the group. Friends are supposed to cover each other's flaws and have each other's back. But there's always that one guy who can't stand the feeling of being separated from the others. So he burrows into the rupture and tries to destroy the friend group. As you know, we're not terribly important in the tower now. We've been at a standstill for far too long. Ever since that day. We're doing the day we stopped climbing the tower on the current highest floor and closed the doors to even higher floors. Okay. All right. Try not to break the immersion, right? Since then, we've learned to forget. And we've both sealed away important memories we'd like to forget with our own storage methods. So Trom's not the only one that does that. Did we run away? Or did we choose to stop climbing the tower? I don't understand why we stopped there and didn't keep climbing. We're ignorant, and I've always despised ignorance. Gaston. So I need to find out, even if it means losing everything I've had until now. You've managed to control yourself pretty well this whole time. Why the sudden outburst? Because I received the revelation after the incident on the floor of death. And then some people truly capable of opening the door for me appeared. Are you referring to the irregulars? That's right. I see, so that's why you wanted the irregulars. You're trying to kill us. He's like, you're trying to kill us. Traumare, Death isn't optional. It's inevitable. He's got the watch. He's got the watch. He's got the... That thing looks like it's just... Never mind. Do you know what this is? No. What is it? The irregulars found it on the hidden floor. Hidden floor. I figured out a few things about it, but I still don't know exactly how to use it. What I do know is that it connects us to the things we're afraid of while climbing the tower. And it has the power to destroy both Jihad and the 10 family leaders. The Apple Watch has the power to do this. I'm giving this tool of destruction to the vermin. I have no idea whether or not they'll be able to lead us to destruction. I'm going to summon you to an important place, but I'm still not sure whether I can kill you there or not. Because as I said earlier, I'm ignorant. But like you, I know where my memories of that time are as well. That's what the book is. I've decided to retrieve my memories from that book. When my memories return, then I'll know whether I want to kill you or spare you. Ignorance prevents us from deciding anything. Don't you agree? That's why you led the irregular to the nest. I know it's hard, but wait a little longer. Just until that book with those memories returns to the empty place in my library. Bro. Oh! Okay. Hold on. All right. I try not to stop. Okay, hold on. All right, so this is interesting. I don't think I ever thought that Gaston... So this means there's a possibility that maybe, the possibility. There's a possibility that all of the family leaders decided to erase their memories of a specific event. So I'm assuming that that event is everything surrounding Arlen. That's what I'm guessing. I don't think it would not involving Anne, but Anne, I'm thinking now, is directly involved with Arlen. She found out that information. She found out what they all decided they would forget. That's my guess. Whatever they all decided to forget, maybe, she found it. And then by finding that information, they all came together and was like, nope, we got to do that. Or no, by finding that information, Jihad did something. And by him doing something, they all came together and was like, hey, yo, you are out of line. I don't know. Remember when I said Jihad have used any type of misinformation to persuade them to not fight with V and Arlen? Yeah. Most people think the floor of death incident Gasong is talking about is bomb and redacted. Almost said her name. Not Enryu. Yeah, he like listening to him, he definitely was a part of their camp. But the question is, why? If he was on their side, why did he eventually end up joining sides with Jihad? See, the fact that they don't know. Hold on. I'm going to have to read this chapter twice. I really want to go back and read everything you just said right now. But let's just continue. Because I don't even remember half the stuff he was saying. I got to go back. Let me continue. I'm definitely rereading the whole chapter twice. I'll cycle back up there when I get to the end. Or if we cut away, I'm gonna go back up and reread it. I don't care. If we cut away from these two, I'm gonna go back and reread it, and then I'll continue down. Okay, you still have that same way of pissing me off. You choose where we meet and when we meet. Why should I do as you say and wait for you? You said you want to kill me. He's upset. Do you really think I'll just stand back and do nothing? With you standing right there? This is why you keep getting rejected, you fool. That's why you keep getting rejected. Ouch, you hit me right where it hurts. Ouch. Why don't I just bury you in books? What? Oh my gosh. So Tromare allowed Leviathan to eat his memories. He put them in a book, for real, for real. Gaston puts his memories in a book. Dumped by Blossom. I guess the whole like knowing him and Blossom's relationship status, it makes sense. The dumped by Blossom is probably super duper on the nose. There is that after V and Arlen went down, Gaston was in a no-win scenario and just chose to side with the winner. Okay. Oh, you ain't got. Okay, he put him in a book. Oh, this place. Gaston's book labyrinth. In order to escape from this place, you're supposed to deduce an answer from hints in all the books here and tell Gaston the answer. It's a labyrinth as disgusting as Gaston's ugly mug. I could just break out of here by force. But once I leave, what then? Back when Gaston, this labyrinth and I were still young, Gaston and I often made bets with this labyrinth. Look at them. The little versions of them. This fit is way better than what never mind. Whenever the animals and I figured out the answer to his questions, Gaston made the labyrinth even bigger. And he told me to answer his questions within a certain time limit. Such arrogance. I'll play along with his little game. He was like, remember this. So this guy right here is supposed to be this one. Oh, I didn't realize these are all his monsters that he has now. This feels like seeing this guy big, seeing Cobalt right here. I don't recognize who this is. I probably shouldn't know who this is. It's like seeing Ash with his starter Pokemon. After so long. I'll play along with his little game. Remember this? You're smart. You beat Gaston at this game countless times and used to make him so angry. Now start reading. Find the answer. Gaston, why are you so curious to know about things we tried so hard to forget? Until I find the answer, I'm staying here. Seems like you're trying to find some kind of answer in the past, but not me. What bothers me are the parts of the past that haven't been completely erased. All I want is to find and destroy those things from the past that tormented me. Then I'll go on living again as if nothing happened. So I don't care what answers the past may provide. If you try to destroy the present us, I'll do everything in my power to kill you. Man, this This is so interesting where this is going. The eel that... Okay, I remember. All right, I remember. Kasang V says the worst of the worst. I mean, I think Kasang betrayed about that. Her job, Rossi, and I was in Kasang too, but yeah, some of these sides switch up there. I don't know. This is so interesting. What happened? This is what's killing me. I've been dying to know what happened. So you mean to tell me part of the reason why Traumare is so torn up and disappeared for eons is because whatever happened was so bad that he tried to forget it. And because it was like so bad, he can't, even after all the efforts he made, he still can't totally forget it. And it eats him up that he can't forget it. Whatever they did. What did they do? Like, what happened? He's so moody because of what happened all that time back then. It's like Trauma is like, what's done is done. What's done is done. I'm fine where we are now. I just want to forget it and move on. And the fact that Gaston is trying to go back and get those memories and trying to undo what has been done for all of this time, like, has him, he's angry. He's actually angry. Right? He's actually angry. Wow. So I think we know that Gaston was on Arlen and V side. Traumare was on Jihad side. Or I'm just deducing that he was on Jihad side. All right, let me keep reading the chapter. I have to go. I'm gonna reread the whole chapter again. I have to, because there is so much that Gaston said. The next morning, Bobadal family's floating carrier Victor. There aren't any decent designer goods nowadays. What's wrong with these designers? Battleship commander of floating carrier Victor. Who are you? High ranker Bobadal Hugo. All their stuff looks so tacky. We've seen Hugo before, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Do you not like them, Commander? I chose only the best items among luxury brands. The best? You call this the best? The most expensive? Maybe. The kind of luxury items I'm looking for aren't the ones that are simply expensive. It's a dope panel. Okay, gotcha. It's a dope panel. I want beautiful things that are worth their price. Okay. These have nothing more than an expensive price tag. Get them out of my sight at once. I let you aboard my ship because you were recommended by the battleship, but this is pathetic. I'm sorry, Commander. Damn it, she's so hard to please. No wonder the battleship kicked her out. That's funny. All right. Oh, what do you want? My stick figure? My stick figure second in command. Commander, I came to inform you that the Lopobia fleet has appeared nearby. You mean floating ships? Well, we are at war, so I can see why they might send a few little ships here. It's not just a few floating ships, Commander. It's a whole fleet. It's the field army of Robodon. So, Robodon. What's Lopobia's strongest army doing here? Okay, so the deal that Robodon and Yama and company in the book they're looking for, it makes sense. It makes sense why you go after that book, because that's the book that Gaston needs to get his memories back. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, what could that book possibly be? That's an important book. And I can see why getting that book and using it to negotiate a ceasefire would work. Why Robodon thinks that would work anyways. Because it's so important and because it holds the key to the past, essentially. I'm wondering if all the family leaders did this, or if it was just Gaston and Traumer because they were too deep in. Think so? Like, seeing how it seems like Traumer and Gaston talk to each other as if they've known each other for a long time, which I just attributed to the fact that they came into the tower together. But no, looking from the flashback, it feels like they spent a ton of time together, and they always got on each other's nerves, like probably in a sibling relationship, kind of, maybe, I don't know. So I wonder if it was like maybe it's just Trom was too deep in with Jihad or someone else, or I don't know. I don't know. Let me continue. Robodon is one of Lopobia's 2 top commanders along with Kidding. What the hell is he doing here of all places? I'm not sure. This isn't exactly a strategic location. Maybe they got lost and ended up here by mistake. We should send them a signal to let them know. Wonderful. Pardon? Isn't this wonderful? I was wondering why the family leader sent me to such a remote place. Excuse me. He must have wanted to give me this opportunity. Robodon is like the ultimate designer item among Lopobia's army. And I, Hugo, our army's top luxury product. Who better to fight Robodon than me? I was going to say something, but I just decided not to. I was fixing my mouth to say something on this panel right here, but whatever. Okay. Come on, let's get ready for battle. I'm not complaining. It's just this is going to be a luxury showdown with Robodon. All right. I almost forgot how bizarre our commander is. I just wish I could just run away. We're really gonna fight Robodon? I heard that he tears people apart with his bare hands. Floating carrier rot. Just think, all these messages. Yep, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hello. Are you two the ones who requested to dock and enter the floating carrier? That's right. Who could look so clean as they're about to die? Right? Yes, Racha has to make a fashion statement before he exits this plane of existence. That's right. Let me see. Mr. General and Mr. Cat? Which one of you is? I'm the General and I'm the Cat. I see. And you'll be staying at the Kessel Inn? Yeah. I'll need to see your pockets for identification purposes. ID confirmed. There, all done. You have permission to enter the carrier. Have a pleasant stay in our town. Look at how joyous. It's a simple, peaceful place. Aren't they at war? They let us in so easily. Is this really where they're hiding a book that could potentially be used against the family leader? Maybe that's why they're hiding it here. No one would ever suspect anything. Looks better in a ponytail than white. All right, look at him. He's dying. Hey, are you okay? Don't make a big fuss over this. Let's go. He's dying. Inside floating carrier rot, Central Book Archive. Hey, have you seen the new librarian? Oh, you mean the one sent by the battleship? He looks a bit serious, but isn't he handsome? Totally. There's something so unique about people from the battleship. Hope I can go to the battleship someday too. But I wonder why he was suddenly sent to such a small town. Who is this? There, the librarian. Hello, sir. Oh, hello. Excuse me for a moment? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Is he looking for, what is he looking for? Mr. Librarian, this is the boarding control department. Okay. All right. That's why they just let him in all ceremoniously. Okay. Yes. What is it? You asked me to inform you if anyone suspicious boards the carrier. I'm calling you regarding that. 2 suspicious beastkin just boarded the ship a moment ago. There wasn't anything wrong with their pockets, but just in case, should I have the guards bring them back? No, leave them be. If we cause any commotion over something like that, first class librarian in Pobadow's army, high ranker Pobadow, how do I pronounce that? Guiscard? How do I pronounce that? How do I pronounce that? People will think there's really something valuable here. Oh, that makes sense. Guiscard. Okay, Guiscard. That's the end? This damn end of the chapter snuck up on me. All right, I'm going back to the top. Because, all right, here we go. Locking in. I'm going back to the top. I got to read it again. All right, the child born to you in Blossom. She was the most gifted of all Jihad's princesses, but sadly she couldn't control herself. So she was sealed away by Jihad. What she discovered wasn't one of Jihad's secrets. It was merely part of the past that didn't need to be brought up. I understand how you feel, but Jihad has already been punished for that whole incident, and we hurt each other enough after that. It took us a long time to realize something. The only thing we need to worry about is maintaining our relationship. Then we decided to draw a line between us and everyone else. All other creatures in this world are insignificant little insects. So there's no need to involve ourselves in their affairs. If we just maintain our relationship, there won't be any ruptures in the tower, or so we thought. You agreed to that, didn't you? Okay, so I'm thinking about this in the way that Traumaray thinks. I think we all thought, the running joke that I have is that the jacket is Jihad's jacket, right? You know, Jihad is a big guy. The jacket is Jihad's jacket. It's the running joke. But just thinking about how Traumaray views them and how they need to keep their relationship together and they need to separate themselves from everything else in the tower, and knowing in the past that there was 2 opposing sides, one that wanted to keep climbing, one that decided not to keep climbing, excuse me. I don't know if this is just how Traumaray always thought, or if this is just the way Jihad thought. And the basis that I'm bringing this from is, granted, this context comes from Gaston, so you have to take it with multiple grains of salt, because everybody has their own horse in the race. But if I'm not mistaken, from Gaston's mouth, or it could have been from Edon too, but Jihad was the leader. He was the one in charge of their whole expedition in the tower. I don't want to say that, but he was clearly the most powerful. had the most influence, but all the people that traveled with them, that were in parties and groups with them, preferred V over Jihad. So just thinking about that and thinking on how Jihad wasn't preferred and V was more of the person that could speak to the people and the people looked to. It makes sense why, if Traumare is thinking along the lines of how Jihad possibly thought, he would want to only focus on the irregulars being with the irregulars and everyone else being with everyone else. So I think I get that. Data Add-on said that V and Jihad often butted heads and V was more curious and personal. Okay. So I wonder if that's the case, where that way of thinking could have come from that. But it's also interesting thinking about that and then thinking about Gaston and how he feels about V, but he was on the same side that V was. It's complicated. That's why. But just like him, we're ignorant. We don't know. We are not knowing of what happened. So it's interesting. Damn it. I want more. The only thing we need to worry about is maintaining our relationship. Let me get to where I was. What are we talking about? Where people get impressions that the family has Jihad history dates back 20,000 years. Further time depicted in the series with a hard number of 6,000 years with Jinsung. That's correct. That is correct. I've only ever heard people say the Empire and Florence at 10,000 plus. I think that's reasonable. It's 5,000. I can get down with that. All right. You agreed to that too, didn't you? Yeah, I guess I did. Honestly, if you just let things slide, everything is usually okay. But whenever a bunch of friends get together, there's always that one person in the group. Friends are supposed to cover each other's flaws and have each other's back. But there's always that one guy who can't stand the feeling of being separated from the others. So he burrows into the rupture and tries to destroy the group. I don't understand that part. I guess I understand it. What did I just watch that was along the same lines as this? This was within the last 4 days or 5 days. I either watched something or I read something that was similar to exactly what he just said. Where, like, if I'm thinking correctly about this, where someone is so afraid of things not being good that they will sabotage it because the thought of it not being good is just too much. So they kind of self-sabotage. I don't think that's what this is. But right, I don't think that's what this is, but I don't know, man. I don't know. When he's saying this, like, I instantly thought of Traumare. But I'm like, Traumare doesn't want to destroy the group. It feels like Gaston does. So it's like he must be talking about himself. I don't know. Let me continue. I'll stew on it a little bit more. As you know, we're not terribly important in the tower now. We've been at a standstill for far too long. Ever since that day. The day when we stopped climbing the tower on the current highest floor. That's what I don't get. I don't know who he's talking about. Is he talking about himself? Is he talking about Traumare? Is he talking about Jihad? Is he talking about V? Who is he talking about? Because I'm like, he's not talking about himself. Because when I read this, I'm like, this right here, especially like hearing how Traumare feels and what he wants to do, how he's like, you want to kill us, and it's just like the one guy who can't stand being separated from the others. I feel like this is talking about Traumare, I think. So he burrows into the rupture and tries to destroy the group. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Is he talking in riddles? I don't know. Since then, we've learned to forget, and we've both sealed away important memories we'd like to forget with our own storage methods. Did we run away? Or did we choose to stop climbing the tower? I don't understand why we stopped there and didn't keep climbing. We're ignorant. So, if I'm... maybe Jihad has essentially trapped everyone on floor 134. Essentially, yeah. It's a weird thing. It's just like I was like about to jump to a conclusion where he's like, I don't understand why we stopped there and didn't keep climbing. So I'm like, but I'm like, no. The current Gaston literally probably does not remember what happened back then. So he is ignorant to what happened. So now he has to go retrieve the memories so he cannot be ignorant anymore and he can remember what happened. And at that point, he'll probably know what to do. And this is such an it's an angle I've never thought. It's like I've never thought about thinking about. It's like Gaston is angry about something that he doesn't know why he's angry. He's just angry. And he needs to figure out what happened so that he can go through with whatever he's going through with. But it's like he already made up his mind in anger, but he doesn't know. It's like the whole it's like, why are we fighting? Why are these two entities fighting? Do the people that are actually fighting right now know why they're fighting? No, this probably spans back thousands of years. So it's like your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents don't know why you're fighting, but you're fighting because we've just been told to fight. So it's like, he just feels anger. I'm angry. Why haven't we gone any further? I don't understand. And it's just like, if he feels that way, it's like, if he feels that way, did he purposefully get rid of those memories? Couldn't have been purposefully, no? It must have been like a deal between them, yes? I don't know. I don't know. For someone to feel as passionately as he does, why would he get rid of those memories? For Traumare to be as traumatized by everything, that's all traumatized by everything and just wants to move on, I would understand why he would get rid of his memories. Especially if he just wants to forget everything and just move forward and not think about whatever happened. I understand him getting rid of his memories. But for Gaston, why would you get rid of your memories? Especially with how angry he is with the whole Anne thing that he's been holding on to for so long. I don't know. Think he did it and regrets it? But if he didn't, he didn't have to. If he really wanted the book, he could just teleport to the book and go get the book. Right? If he really wanted the book so damn bad, He could just go get the book if it's his book. And he's the one that locked it away. I don't know. It's just like, why am I messing around with you? I could just go get my book and then I'll know. Okay, theory. Jot saw something terrible on floor 135 and may or may not have been real or true. Jot decides he must stop the climb, tricks everyone into sacrificing their memories because they otherwise wouldn't have consented to stop the climb. V and Arlen realize the trick and fight. He's trying to keep it on the low. That's true too. So yeah, that's true too. But if he's in his own area, then who gives a damn if he teleports in his own area and stuff? Bosnian German, thank you. Right? I don't think Gaston and all the other family heads gave up their memories before having their families. Their families essentially tie them to the roles in the tower. It's like busy work to distract them from wanting to continue. Yeah. Yeah. What's up? What's up? How are you? Yeah. Oh, man. Let me continue. Even if it means losing everything I've had until now. You've managed to control yourself pretty well this whole time. Why this sudden outburst? Because I received the revelation after the incident of the floor of death. And then some people truly capable of opening the door for me appeared. Are you referring to the irregulars? That's right. I see, so that's why you wanted the irregulars. You're trying to kill us. Traumare. Death isn't optional. It's inevitable. Do you know what this is? Bro, is this like the Matrix? Right? Is this like the Matrix where it's things went down? They had their memories rewritten, plugged into the Matrix that is the tower, and having a family and being family heads, and we are above everything. And slowly but surely they're starting to reject it. And I already had hundreds of kids by the time they hit 134. Really? But Gaston got attached to his children, and one started questioning why he stopped, so he started questioning. When she was sealed for questioning, he knew something was wrong. That makes sense. That makes sense 100%. They said so on the hidden floor. He was getting down like that. Edon has to have like the tower version of. He has to have like the tower version of an STD, right? Or is he not affected because he's an irregular? Got to. He's got to have some sort of venereal disease. No. Sorry. I do get down with that though. With Gaston not having his memories. And just not thinking about it. And for one of his kids to... It's always... You see it in movies. You see it in... You see it in movies. You see it in TV. Hell, this happens to some of us in real life where... like a parent or an adult just does things, and you know kids always ask questions. The kid will ask a question and then ask a question to the they'll ask a question, you'll answer it, and then they'll ask a question to your answer, and then you'll answer it, and then they'll ask another question, and then you're like, actually I don't know why. It must have been one of those things where it's just Gaston got preoccupied with his kids and all this other stuff. And one of them asked questions that he probably hasn't thought about. And he was like, why didn't I? But it's weird. But the thing is, it's like, it's weird that he knows that he took away his memories. He knows where they are. It's such a weird thing to have questions, have this anger, and the answer to everything that you're feeling is right there. And you know it's right there. It's not like, if I get that book, I know it's not that. It's literally, once I get that, I will know everything. It'll just come back. That's so weird. Acknowledge that the current day him outside the hidden floor had children. And a date of those children entered the hidden floor and now serve data him as their father. I do remember that. I think wasn't he wearing the yellow outfit when he said that? I want to say I remember that. The purple and yellow outfit. I want to say I remember that. This is, oh man, so interesting. Do you know what this is? The irregulars found it on the hidden floor. I figured out a few things about it, but I still don't know exactly how to use it. What I do know is that it connects us to the things we were afraid of while climbing the tower. And it has the power to destroy both Jihad and the 10 family leaders. It connects us to the things we were afraid of while climbing the tower. What does that mean? I'm giving this tool of destruction to the vermin. So I'm assuming that this watch is the reason why, or the reason how, that floating ship was able to use the Shinsu black hole spear stuff, right? I'm guessing the secrets of that watch led him to be able to develop those weapons. And why he has a ship that can do those things and gives it to his children when he says, I'm giving this tool of destruction to the vermin. It's like, basically, it's like, I'm taking what we can use and I'm giving it to them, and whatever they do is whatever they do, basically. Like, if they lead me to the right, if they lead us to the promised land, then fine. But if they don't lead us to the promised land, fine. It's like, fine or fine. I have no idea whether or not they'll be able to lead us to destruction. I'm going to summon you to an important place, but I'm still not sure whether I can kill you there or not. Because, as I said earlier, I'm ignorant. But like you, I know where my memories of that time are as well. I've decided to retrieve my memories from that book. When my memories return, then I'll know whether I want to kill you or spare you. Ignorance prevents us from deciding anything. Don't you agree? That's why you led the irregular to the nest. I know it's hard, but wait a little longer. Just until that book with those memories returns to the empty place in my library. It's a pretty hefty book, too. You still have the same way of pissing me off. You choose where we meet and when we meet. Why should I do as you say? Wait for you. You said you want to kill me. You really think I'll just stand back and do nothing? With you standing right there? This is why you keep getting rejected, you fool. Ouch. Hit me right where it hurts. Why don't I just bury you in books? puts him in the labyrinth. In order to escape from this place, you're supposed to reduce all answers. Still can't get over the fact that Gaston's a lolicon. Well, as we can see, they were young, right? They were babies when they came in the tower. So if she, like, how old did she look here? Right? It's not his fault that they grew up and she didn't grow up either. Right? Right, that's not his fault that she didn't look any older when she got older. It's not his fault that they all kept growing except for her. Unless she looked like a toddler whenever you started liking her. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who made this watch? Jihad himself, via Arlen, another family head. Which Jihad, why he hide away and decided not to destroy it unless he can't. He did it on purpose. Why did they make it an Apple product? Is the watch any of theirs to begin with? I think that's a question we should ask. Was the watch developed by them? Because if anyone, my guess was, if anyone were to know what that watch was, it'd be him with all of the connections that he has. I would assume it'd be him that would know it. But the fact that he has no idea what this watch is, nor has he found out everything that it can do. Who commissioned this thing? Was it Jihad that commissioned it? Did it just exist before they got here? Did someone else make it? Like, whose watch is it? What if it's not? What if it's what if it's Fanta's watch that he left here? Came here one time, left it by accident. I don't know. Came here before he brought Urek here. I don't whose watch could it be? I don't know. I have no idea. The workshop, whenever there's some technology you don't know about, just say a workshop and you're probably right. It's on brand. That works. I don't know. Why are you so curious to know about things that we tried so hard to forget? Seems like you're trying to find some kind of answer in the past. But not me. What bothers me are the parts of the past that haven't been completely erased. All I want is to find and destroy those things from the past that tormented me. Then I'll go on living again as if nothing happened. So I don't care what answers the past may provide. If you try to destroy the present us, I'll do everything in my power to kill you. Excuse me. They don't know what it is because it's Apple. Samsung runs Korea. That's funny. That's funny. See, he always does this. And whenever I really want it pisses me off when I really want to know what it is. He's a master at writing around something. And like, there's so many times in this conversation where they could have just brought it up, but they don't. They just keep talking about it. That thing, this thing, that event, this event, the past. It's like I want to know. Bonehead said, Gasong valued hard truth, and Trom values comfortable ignorance. I think it's just it's the nature of their character. more so of, it's more so not what they value. It's more so we are learning. It's a weird way about learning who they are. Just how, like, all the family heads have been basically stagnated. They've been they're these dulled versions of what people like. They're not a normal person. The whole thing, whenever they said people that are alive for too long act weird. Out of everyone in the tower, all of the people that come from them, they're some of the oldest possibly. And they act really weird. So I think the more we go back into the past, we are actually seeing who they are. I think seeing Trom in this chapter, like, this is him. This is him. However things used to be, whatever happened, and however things are now, he would much rather be where he is now than go back to what that was. And I feel like that shows who he is. And if you look at that, it makes sense why his family operates the way that it operates, why he runs his family the way that he runs it. And the same thing with Gaston. Seeing him actually feel a type of way about Anne being sealed, and there's nothing that he can do about it. Knowing that the knowledge that I seek is there, and now no matter what I'm gonna go get it, because I'm kind of tired of how things are right now. I'm kind of done. That's basically what it is. Like, I'm kind of done with how things are. We've been here for however long it's been. I'd much rather learn why we are where we are and just deal with the fallout from there. If we all die, then so be it. If I can kill you all, then so be it. It's kind of like we're finding out about who these people are. And I think now, with these revelations being made, with the possibility of all the family heads having their memories erased, and there's a chance that they all possibly could go back and collect their memories, whenever we get introduced to them, depending on which part of their journey they're on, if they don't care about getting their memories, if they're on the way to get their memories, or if they already gotten their memories, we might get different versions than if we would have met them in season 2 before any of these revelations. So they might be different. They might be super invested, or they might not care at all. It's interesting. I didn't expect this. I also, in my brain, thought we were going to get a flashback. I did not expect to see a flashback of a little Gaston and Tromorant inside of a labyrinth. I don't think that's what I thought what the flashback was going to be. But we did get one. I thought we were going to get more so of maybe the events of what happened with Anne, but we're not going there either, seemingly. Because the Anne stuff seems like it directly connects to possibly Arlen. That's my guess. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm out of water. Throat's already dry as it is. All right, thank you guys. Call it out. Call it here. I don't know where I'm cutting this off. But if you're watching us on YouTube, links in the description. Head over to the Twitch. The VOD is there. Watch all of this. This one's 2 hours. I don't know how long the video is going to be, but this one's 2 hours. So you go over there, you can watch it, have fun with us. But I'm going to call it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good week coming up. I'll be live tomorrow for Omniscient Reader. I'm going to try to go live a little bit later in the week too. I might try to do a reaction. I might. It has to be something I don't care about. So if it does get demonetized or copyright claimed on YouTube. I don't care that I don't have it. So we'll see. We'll see. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. And hopefully, God willing, I see you next Monday for 165. Hopefully it's a good one. Tower of God. So again, I appreciate you. And I'll see you. Peace out.